This should help you for the review. So we're gonna go and do them one by one. So I'm only just let me do it. Which expression simplifies to 43? So this one you really have to do one by one, right, until you get to 43. So the first one, negative 2 plus 5 times 6 minus 4. So order of operations, I have to do multiplication first. So I get negative 2 plus 30, because 5 times 6 is 30, right? Positive, minus 4. Now, if you look at this, there's no way this is going to go and equal to 33, right? Because negative 3 plus 30, and then minus 4. It's not going to get to 33. So I know A is not it. Next one, 18 divided by 2 times 3. Well, we do parentheses first. What's 2 times 3? 6. And 18 divided by 6 is also no way going to give me 43. C, well, let's see. 45 minus 24 divided by 6 minus 2. Well, we have to do the parentheses. So inside the parentheses, we have 24 divided by 6. Division comes before subtraction. 24 divided by 6 is 4. And then minus 2. 45 minus parentheses. And 4 minus 2 is just 2. Now I can subtract. What's 45 minus 2? 43. So the correct answer was C. 2, which phrase represents the expression. So what's happening here? Let's look at this first one. So that we can write W. What's happening between W and 5? So W divided by 5, and then what? And then plus 2. Do we have anything that looks like this? 5 divided by a number? No. 5 times a number? No. 5 less than a number? No. 5 divided by a number. Here we go. Well, actually, 5 divided by a number, plus 2. This one should be A because that's say plus 2. Okay. Here's a triangle. It's an equilateral triangle, which means that all the sides are the same. So this is 5y plus 2. This is 5y plus 2. And this is 5y plus 2. Okay. So how do we find the perimeter? We add this side plus this side plus this side. So we're literally adding 5y plus 2 plus 5y plus 2 plus 5y plus 2. Or if you wanted to do it this really quick, you could have done, 3 times 5y plus 2, right? Let's see if you get the same answer. So 5y plus 5y plus 5y, we add the like terms, right? And that's 15y. And 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. So if you did this way, you can use the distributive property. 3 times 5 is 15y, and then plus 3 times 6. So either way, you get 15y plus 6, and the answer is letter D. 4 factor, so we want to take out a common factor. Right, so the common, so I mean, if you do the ladder method, what number goes into 5 and 10? Well, besides 1. 2 doesn't, 5 does. Right? So do they share a common variable as well? No, they don't. So they only share the GCF, which is 5. So what's 5? 5 goes into 5 one time, 1m. And then 5 goes into 10 how many times? 2 times. So it should look something like this. Do I have anything that looks like that? I do. Letter A. Right? Or you could have just multiplied each of these, right? And see which one got you 5m plus 10. Five. Okay, so that's just distributive property, guys. This should be pretty easy. Negative and a negative is a positive. A times k is 8k. Negative and a negative is again a positive. And 8 times 8 is 64. So do we have anything that looks like this? 8k plus 64? We do. Factor, same thing. Right? What number can we use? It has to be the biggest one, guys. It can't be 2 and then go again. You can go again, but as long as you multiply, right? But we want the biggest number that goes into 6, 12, and 24. Can 2 go? Yes, but you can go higher. 3. So your choices, I mean, if you look at your multiple choice, usually multiple choice as a guide, well, it's either going to be 4, 2, or 6. Well, 4 doesn't go into 6, so that's gone. Okay. 2, well, 2 is a possibility. And then we have, or just A. Well, A is not it, because first of all, A is here, but it's not in the 24. So definitely C is out. And then it's between 2 and 6. Well, can 2 go into 6? Can 2 go into 12? Can 2 go 24? Yes, it can. Well, let's try the 6. Can 6 go into 6? Yes. Can 6 go into 12? Yes. And can 6 go into 24? Yes. So most likely, your answer is 6. How much? 6 divided by 6 is just 1A, or just A, minus 12 divided by 6 is 2A, and 24 divided by 6 is 4. So our answer is going to be something, not something, but this. And notice that this and the letter D is exactly the same. 7. Which one are unlike terms? So unlike terms is something like this. 7 plus 8y. Can I add these two? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I can't. Why? Because they're unlike. Can I add 3x plus 2x? Yes, yes, I can. Why? Because they are like terms. So this would be 5x, and this would be just 7 plus 8y. So we're looking for something that is unlike, not the same. 18 and 9, they're the same. 9AB and 7ABC, they're different. One is AB, the other one is ABC. So here's your unlike. Just to confirm, c squared, and this is also c squared. The last one is k3, and this is also k3. So the correct answer, and I should go like this, B is the correct answer. Those two are not the same type. 8. Which expression is equivalent to, okay, so we have to simplify. So remember, there's a parenthesis, right? When there is no number, we're going to put a 1 in there and a 1 in here. Let's do the distributive property. Do the distributive property here too. -1 times 3 is -3b. And then -1 and -8 is +8. And this one is +1 times 2, which is 2. Right? Positive times a positive. And then positive times a negative is a negative, and 1 times 8 is 8. Combine like terms. This -3b and the +2b, that's going to give me -b, right? Because it's -3 plus 2, so that's going to be -1. And 8 minus 8 is 0, so the only thing that I have left over is b. Same thing. Let's do distributive property, distributive property, distributive property, distributive property. We're going to get negative and a negative. It's going to be 8a. -2 and -1 is going to be +2. -3 and 5 is going to be -15. And -3 and -2 is going to be +6a. Combine like terms. 8a and 6a is going to be 14a. They're both positive, right? And then 2 minus 15 is minus 13. Which expression is equivalent? So again, you can see that this one is just combined like terms. So let me circle this guy and this guy. 14k minus 20k. Well, you can use your calculator. It's going to be -6k. And then -9f and +23. So -9f plus 23f. So that's going to give me positive 14? No. Yeah, 14f. So do I have a -6k plus 14f? Yes, letter D. So as you can see, the test is not that difficult. Let's go to 11. Again, prime factorization, right? 10a and 15ab. So we're going to Look at your multiple choice, okay? These are answers. One of them is your answers, okay? So what's the biggest number that goes into 10 and 15? Well, not 2, not 3, but a 5. What else can I put? What else is common? Notice that they both share the A, so I can take an A out. So right there, do you have any multiple choice that starts with 5A? Yeah, this one right here. So you know that's going to be your answer, but let's double check. 10 divided by 5 is 2. It already has an A, so I'm not going to write an A. 15 divided by 5 is 3. It already has an A, but I need to write the B. Look, 5A, 2 plus 3B. It's exactly letter B. Okay, so product, this word means multiply. Okay, so let me write it like this. Right? We're going to multiply. Again, use your calculator. So we're going to multiply. So 6 times 8 over 5. So let's do this first. 6 times 8 over 5. I'm going to put this over 1. 6 times 8 is 48. 1 times 5 is 5. So look at the answers here. They're all decimals. There's no fraction. So in your calculator, divide 48 by 5. And you should get 9.6. So this is going to be 9.6n. And then multiply 6 times 2.1. And that should give you what's a positive and a positive. So that's a positive 12.6. Do you have anything that looks like that? You do. 13. Which expression? So again, combine like terms, distributive property. So you know the whole test is really heavy on this. So 5 does nothing, but the negative 5 is multiplying this 3x, and then the 8. Negative and a positive is a negative. 5 times 3 is 15x. Negative and a negative is a positive, and 5 times 8 is 40. And then minus 2x. Don't forget your variables. Combine like terms, and I'll combine this guy with this guy. So they're both, it's 5 plus 40, which is 45. They're both positive, no big deal. The next one is negative 15 and negative 2x. So negative 15 and negative 2 is negative 17x. Do you have anything that looks like that? A 45 positive and a negative 17. Yeah, you do. Right here, letter D. 45 is positive and the negative 17x is negative. Okay. Let's go to 14. Okay, so again, this tells you which of these 4 can I put into parentheses. So is it going to be 5, 4m minus 3? Is that the answer? Or is it 4m plus 3? Or is it negative 4 minus 3? Or is it negative 4m plus 3? Which of these can I do this distributive property to get this answer? Well, let's do the first one. Positive times a positive is a 20m. And then positive times negative 3 is negative 15. Oh, so look at that. It's letter A. The rest won't work because look at the second one. 5 times 4 is 20m, so that's okay. But then it's 5 positive and a positive 3, so that gives me positive 15. So that's definitely not it. Over here I have 2 negatives, so that's definitely not it too. And over here the first one, 5 times negative 4, which gives me negative 20. So that's also not it. So the only one that can be is the letter A. Okay, 15, again, just distributive property, guys. So use a calculator. So negative this, and then this, and then that, right? So I know it's going to be something x, and it's going to be negative 5 over 12. Plus negative and a positive is a negative, and 1/4 times 3 is 3/4 x. And the last one, negative times a negative is a negative, and 1/4 of 4 is just 1, and then the minus 5x. So combine like terms, we can combine this guy, and this guy. So, and then it's going to be minus 1. So your answer is going to be something x minus 1. So guys, look at your multiple choice. Already you can throw this guy out because that says plus 1. So you know this is not the answer. Now in your calculator, you can take out and do minus 5 over 12, minus 3/4, minus 1. You have to put that in your calculator. Okay. And I have no idea what you're going to get. So let's, if you put that in your calculator, well, I'm not going to put it in my calculator. So I get 12 minus 12, that's going to be 9. And it's going to be 12. Okay, so it's going to be, hang on a second. We can do this. 24, 36. Really? No. Negative 5 and 9 is 14. So it's 26 over 12, which is going to be, I just messed this up. It's going to be 2. Why is there getting 6? Did I multiply something wrong? 5, and this is 3 over 4 minus 1. Oh, I see my mistake. Oops. So, sorry guys. I should have been, also in the calculator we're going to put these numbers, right? Let's forget the x for a second. Okay, so the common denominator is 12. 12, 12, so it's going to be negative 5, negative 9, and 60. So the answer is going to be something over 12, 74, or 6, and that's 6. Yeah, 6. 12, hang on a second, 12, 20 plus 5 is 60. 60 and 14 is 74. So why am I getting this wrong? Hang on. No, that's right. 72 and 2 12s. Okay, sorry. Oh, geez. Negative or negative 6 and 1 6. D is your answer. Again, H, distributive property, minus 12H. And negative times a negative is a positive, and plus 1. So you know your answer is going to be plus 1, so it's either going to be A or C. So now you have to combine like terms. In your calculator, you can add 9/4 plus 12. So 9/4, sorry, minus 12. Okay, so if you're using your calculator, you're going to get 39 over 4, negative 39 over 4. And you have a negative 39 over 4 here. And you forget to put the H. Plus 1, so negative 39 over 4H plus 1, and here's your answer. Battery. 17. The triangle again has 3 sides. 4.3x plus 8.3z. This one is 5.5x plus 6.2y. This one is 1.6z plus 5 minus, minus 5.1y. So 5.1y. They want the perimeter. Perimeter means add all those sides, so let's add them. 5.5x plus 6.2y plus 4.3x plus 8.3z plus 1.6z minus 5.1y. So now you have to combine all the like terms. So all the x's, this is an x, that's an x, that's it. So it's going to be 5.5x, 4.3x, so it's going to be 9.8x. Okay, Let's do the y's. Let me choose a different color. So I have a y here, 6.2y and minus 5.1y. So do that in your calculator. 6.2y minus 5.1 is going to give me 1.1 plus 1.1y. So I can even stop here because look at your multiple choice. Do you have anything that's 9.8x plus 1.1y? You do. This is the only one. Okay, and even if I did the last one, the z's, I'm going to add the z's together. So what is that, 1.6? 8.3 plus 1.6 looks like 9.9. Okay, so don't be afraid of these questions. Next one, which expression is equivalent to this? Okay, so we have, I don't know why they put the parentheses. Let me write this like this. Negative 28 minus 35n. Okay, so you can do the ladder method and see what you get, or you can go one by one and see which one, if you multiply, gives you negative 28 and negative 35. Well, the first one, negative 7 and negative 4 is positive 28, so this one's already garbage. 7 times 4, right over here, is positive times a positive and gives you positive. We don't want a positive. The first number has to be negative, so that's also gone. C, negative 7 times 4 is negative 28, check. And negative 7 times positive 5 is negative times a positive, which is a negative, and 7 times 5 is 35. But the only one that works is C. The only one that works. Okay. Combine like terms, and again, here, they're hoping that you make a mistake because they're hoping that you forget the number 1 in front of the k. So let me write this. It's 1k plus 2k minus 0.55k. Right, so you know your answer is going to be equal something k, right? So in your calculator, put 1 plus 2 minus 0.55. And you should get 2.45. And then we put the k next to it, right? That's our answer. $20. Again, more distributive property. Negative and a negative is a positive. 1/5 of 20 is 4x. Negative and negative is a positive again. 1/5 of 25 is 5. And then minus 5. Can I combine like terms? Yeah, I can combine these two. What's 5 minus 5? 0. So the only thing that I have left is 4x plus 0. Do I have to write 4x plus 0? No. So I can just write 4x. B. $21. Be very careful. 21 says you have a square. Right? In the square, you know all the sides are the same. So if this is s plus 3, this is s plus 3. Therefore, this is s plus 3, and this is s plus 3. Right? So now they want the perimeter. So how do we find the perimeter? We combine all of them, right? So we can do s plus 3 plus s plus 3 plus s plus 3, right? Because we're adding all the sides, plus s plus 3. Is there another way to do that? So they want two ways. One way is adding all the sides. So we're looking at this. It looks like it's either going to be C or D, right? And then what else can we do? So if we don't want to add that and we want to be a little bit lazy, we can do 4 times s plus 3. So is there any answer that has these two values? There is. Oops, not letter C, letter D. Let me continue. So in August, Corey bought 10 pairs of socks for $2.50 and 3 pairs of socks for $3. And 3 pairs of shoes for $D. So Write an expression. Write inside an expression to find the total cost. So, what did he write? He bought 10 socks, 10 pairs, times $2.50 each. Plus, what did he buy? 3 pairs of shoes. And do we know how much the shoes were? No, so we can write it like that. So how much is the socks? 10 pairs times 25 is 25, plus 3 times the value of the shoe. So this is the expression we're looking for. Now, letter B says if one shoe costs $36.99, how much did he spend in that? Well, he spent $25 for the socks. He bought 3 shoes, so it's 3 times $36.99. And you can definitely use a calculator for that, which is what I'm going to do. 36.99 times 3 equals plus 25 is going to give you 135.97, and that's how much we spent. Okay. A rectangle. So we did this in class today, or something like this. So we have a rectangle. The width is w plus 2, and the other one is 3 plus 1. Find the perimeter. So remember, well, this is also 3w plus 1, right? And this is w plus 2. So we have to add all the sides. W plus 2 plus w plus 2, because there's 2, plus 3w plus 1, plus 3w plus 1. Make sure you combine like terms. So w plus 3w plus 3w. If you add all those up, remember there's a 1 here and a 1 here. That gives you 8w. Plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, 6. So this is the expression. Now the second part, they say change the y, the w for y. So 8w plus 6, we're going to replace the w with 5. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 6 is 46. And that's the perimeter of the rectangle. And finally, our last question. So we have, which of these expressions is the same as 20 minus 8x? Okay, so 20 minus 8x. So let's look at the first one. 20 minus 10x plus 2x. Is that the same as 20 minus 8x? Well, let's combine like terms. I combine the 20 and the 2. 20 plus 2, sorry, that's an x. I forgot an x here. I can't combine those. I can combine these two. Well, the 20 stays. Negative 10 plus 2 is negative 8x. So is this the same as this? Yes. B, 2 parentheses 10 is minus 4x. Let's do the distributive property. 2 times 10 is 20. Positive and a negative is a negative. And you get 2 times 4, which is 8x. Is that the same as this? Yes. C, 12x. Is this the same as 20 minus x? Can I subtract 20 minus 8x? No, I can't subtract because they are not like terms. Right? You cannot subtract 20 minus 8x. Okay. And finally, negative 8x plus 20. Is that the same as this? Remember I told you today about that rock, so put a circle. Put a circle here. Can I move these two around? So if I move them around, if I put the minus 8x in the front and put the 20 in the back, does it look like the same as this? Yes, it does. So we can write yes, they are the same. So the A, B, and D were the same. So the only one that was different was C. And you had to explain. So make sure you explain.